Hello world, I'm LJ and this is LJ Goes Sweden. Today is day 30 and as you can see, I am here again at this beautiful spot in front of the factory. Today is Story Sunday, so we will continue the video later on in the house where it's a bit quieter and a bit more relaxed. But as of right now, like talking about the day and the things that happened yesterday and this morning, I want to continue this right here outside where you can just see how beautiful this area looks now with all the snow. So I'm actually looking because I already fell on the ground. So if you can see, maybe like we have this board right in front of me and I wanted to make like a picture and I fell right down there. I wanted to make the thumbnail and I was turning and I did not notice and I just fell. But everything is good. My booty is a bit wet now, but it's just water, so come on. But it looks really nice. I really love it, especially also like the ice growing and growing. Okay, so now we will go through the area where I came from and we will go because I need some groceries. Okay, let's turn the camera because this is more easy for you to just see how I fight up here. Oh my god. I don't even know how I made it down here. Okay, I think I got it. The worst part is over. So again here the snow is as steep as your knees. So if you make one mistake or one step, like in an area where nobody was already walking in front of you, you're pretty much doomed. Okay, I'm back on the track. So this is basically like the only thing that you're walking on, other people's steps. Okay, so actually I have something really good to tell you guys. On Monday, so for you in 2 days, tomorrow for you guys. No, I'm so confused, sorry. On my Monday, so on your Wednesday, we will talk about my job interview because I have a job interview. La da 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 da. Yes, I got one. I have a job interview at a company called Sunmina, or I think it's like Sunmina. They make, I think, a lot of things, but I like most specifically saw in the job description they test like medical equipment, so like machines, the electricity and all those things. And I have a job interview for a position as a test development engineer. So maybe this is the job that I was looking for. So I'm actually really excited to see where this is going. Maybe it works. It would be cool because the job is also located like 1 or 2 hours northern of Sundsvall. It's in Örnsköldsvik. And so I am looking forward, but I'm also a bit scared. So I will be prepared on the weekend, like that I know what to say and what to expect, so that it does not end like the last time when I had this telephone interview. Okay, so it's getting cold on my hands, but my gloves are like full of snow during the like part where I fell. But just look one more time, like I don't know if you can really see it, but there we have like the bench. And here's also another bench totally disappearing. So this is actually like the most craziest thing that happened yesterday. And then I want to tell you something which is a bit sad, but I for real expected it. I got a message from the job position on the Bahamas, and they told me, we cannot continue the recruiting process with you. And so I was like, okay, can you at least give me a reason? And then they told me, in the job description it says something about like a lot of knowledge about cells and biology and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay, I understand this because the only thing I had like biology was in school. So yeah, of course, I can really understand this. Well, so yeah, no Bahamas for me, probably, but maybe something else. And besides this, of course, I have done a few more applications yesterday and today, but I think that's like all of the important information that I need to give you before we now come to LJ's story time. So see you in the house. Okay, so we are now back in my room. It's just way more cozy here. And now it's story time. So I don't even know, like I realized that when the microphone is like not on my jacket, I think you have it a bit harder to understand. So maybe we will switch this up and I will just, be doing this like this because I think you can understand better. So I actually was thinking about story time because the video is already like more than 6 minutes long and I don't want to, extend the video like for another 10 minutes. So this will be a short like a short story. However, it will be the first of many to come probably. So last week I talked about how I ended up or how I came to Sweden. And the next story times will be probably about how I nearly ended up in the United States of America. So but of course, like nearly. Well, this all started basically when I was like, of course, 13, 14, so more like a kid. And I was with my family in Munich, I think, where they had like movie studios, so where you can book like tours, where you could see all the settings and how the cameras work and all those things. And I think this was like one of the points where I realized like we were in a diner, so like in the setting of an American diner. And I was like thinking, actually I think it would be really cool to go to America. So the only idea I had in this mind is I want to see the country. I see it in movies, especially like in the older ones. And I was like, I want to go there. And I was, not even 14, I think. Or maybe I was 14, but I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, how can I do this? And I was already in this young age, thinking about just being on my own. So I was not like thinking, okay, maybe I can talk to the family. They will like make a whole family trip to America. I was like, how can I actually on my own do this? And then somehow, I don't know if my dad had this idea or I actually figured it out, but on like a certain day there was the topic exchange year in America. And I just thought like, this is actually a good idea. So I like the idea. Of course, in the beginning I was like, okay, I have to go to Florida or California because those are like the famous spots. And I really tried basically, my fantasies were only like about those places. And then there was a certain evening in a different town than mine, like a larger town. I think it was Leipzig. They had or was it? I don't know. There was an event like from a certain organization which is called EF, so Education First. And my dad and we were there. And there was like a dude talking about this whole exchange year and how it works and what you can do. And and my dad, like he told me like a few years ago, like after all that things happened, he told me like this presentation has showed me like that I'm not going to do this. But for me, the presentation was like, yes, I am definitely going to do this. So I was, basically just happy that I have been to this event and I was like looking forward to actually achieve this. Of course, the exchange here is expensive, so I don't even know how much it cost. Like, I think I saw like a receipt of everything and it was around 12,000, 13,000 euros. And yeah, so of course, my family paid for this, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to do such a crazy thing. But so yeah, my we planned this whole thing we booked it with the organization with Education First, so EF, and then there was the first real meeting of future exchange students in Berlin. And I remember it was like a weekend where I also scheduled to get my visa, like my exchange visa for, or is it visa? You know what I mean, like for America, so that I can stay there for a year as an exchange student. And I think it's the J1 visa, to be honest. I think I even know that. Yeah, and so this was like one weekend, and we were like there on first educational first program. So I remember all the children, all the students got like in groups and talked about like all the things that you have to care about and to worry about. Like of course it's a different culture, you should accept all those things. I remember like one time we were playing like during those events a situation at the airport, and it was weird. I cannot really like it's a very gray memory, so I don't really know if I remember it right, but I remember like we had like pieces of paper and we drew something on there, and then we went through like the security check. We replayed that, and certain people were like not able to go through, and we were like we should learn how we react in such situations. And during that time, when where like the students talk to each other, the parents had a different presentation, of course, like about all the payment and the insurance and all those things. Yeah, but I really don't remember too much from that. Yeah, from that day. It was like a whole day from I think like 8 in the morning till 16, 17, so like 4 or 5 ish. And yeah, on the next morning, then I went to the American what is it? You know what it is, like embassy. I think it's embassy. And I had to go in there alone. And it was actually the first time that I was alone in this area where I don't really speak my mother language. Of course, I've been on different vacations also in Great Britain, but every time there were like parents around or other people that I knew or know. And this was the first time me alone actually like in America. Well, it's in Berlin, but in the embassy. And it was actually super fun because I remember we had to like not draw, like get all like those numbers, and you had to wait until your number gets like called, and then you go to a dude and he asks you all those questions like what are you going to do, where do you stay. So basically the same things you have to go through when you like are in the like at the airport in America, where you just immigrate basically when you're not an American citizen. So yeah, I basically have been in there, and it was not even too scary, but of course I was super nervous in the beginning. But then I got my visa, I got like all the educational first things done, and then I got my first date on the like what day I'm flying to America. I got my host family, so of course we have been sending emails to each other, and everything looked really promising. And I can already tell you, the family I found there, the host family, was perfect. Of course, there were ups and downs, but I also have to say that a lot of the downs were made because of me, or because I did not say anything, or because because conversation between each other was not possible, or we just we didn't talk about things. But the most time, and I really think only positive about them, it was a great thing to be there. Okay, so I will continue with the story at the airport because between the time when I got the date when I will be flying to the time that I actually took my plane, there was a lot of chaos. Basically, like they said, like, okay, no, your date has changed. You fly 2 weeks later now. And then like, oh no, maybe not, or yes. And it was super confusing. And in the end, after all that chaos, when I was there for already like 4 months, I realized all this chaos was done because a certain person there, I don't want to call and or say any names, but a certain person there thought like, okay, you only should stay like a maximum 1 week before school starts in America. And the first date they sent me would have been like 3 weeks before. So, like she was like that person, that manager person there was like, no, you should not do this because then the family has to worry because you don't have any friends and blah. So yeah, but in the end, I went there like 2 weeks earlier. So in the beginning, yeah, so not 3 weeks, but also not 1 week. So I had 2 weeks at my host family before school started. But however, before that all happened, I had a few days in New York with different students, with different exchange students. So all exchange students from all around the world flew to New York, and we all stayed in different dorms in a college for like 3-4 days. And I just loved it because this was like my first time in America, my first time in New York with people all around the globe. So that was also like the first time when I realized like, okay, Swedish and Norwegian people are so good in English because they just only watch movies in the original languages. So of course a lot of movies from America, so English. And yeah, it was a great adventure being in the town and being in this college. And unfortunately, however, I don't have any contact to any person there. I remember there was like a social media for all exchange students, but I never really stayed in contact. I knew there was like one girl from Italy, and when we had to leave, we like said each other like, yeah, we will be visiting each other. You can come to Italy, and I can come to Italy, and she can come up to Germany. Yeah, but it never really worked out. I think I still have her old number, but I don't know. So, and yeah, so I can just say this was a crazy start of a huge adventure, 2015 to 2016. Okay, so next time when we have story time, then we will be talking about my first months of American high school and also like American life in general. How I basically like was scared about not getting friends and all those things. However, yeah, that's probably time for in 2 weeks or maybe also next week, depends if I have a cool shopping idea. Yeah, good. With this said, I hope you had a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful weekend, and we will see each other tomorrow when you, had your good Monday. So, see you there. Goodbye.